Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Alana, and in today's video I want to give you some advice on how to both work and live abroad. And this question comes up for me a lot because I work and live abroad, and I figured why not put all of the things that I have learned along the way in this video, because it's honestly been way easier than expected. Now, I know that there are a lot of options for volunteering abroad, like on the website workaway.info as well as others. However, in this video I'm going to be talking about specifically ways that you can make money while traveling, because that's honestly the best scenario. Now, workaway.info also has some paid opportunities, like I got paid to teach yoga through a Workaway opportunity, so it's not to say that there are none on Workaway, it's just most of them are not paid. And what I notice when I look through the Workaways that are paid is that they pay for masters of skills or trades. So if you do construction, building things, or you're a master gardener or a master chef or a really good artist or painter, or maybe you can teach people something like a language or a skill like yoga or surfing or whatever you want to teach. Honestly, there's probably things for everything. Those are just the 3 things that I've come across in my experience. Or learning to master things like photography, videography, social media management, SEO optimization, writing blog posts, or even graphic design. These are all skills that I have seen people working at while traveling, whether it's online or in person and a physical job that you travel to go do. Mastering a trade or skill is the easiest way to make money on the road. Another not quite as easy way to make money is starting your own business. So that can look like a ton of different things, but for me personally, that's offering online courses and online yoga classes, and I make money through that. If you want to learn more about my course, you can check the link down in the description. But you can create whatever kind of business your mind can think of, and this is honestly probably the hardest thing to make money from on this list, but it doesn't hurt to throw it out there, because as you're doing all of these other works and trades and things for other people, you can also use those skills and make your own business out of that as well. So you're not reliant on others for all of your income. You can also have some of your own, even if the content is related, if that makes sense. Another really great way to make money is through doing freelance work for other people. So for me, that looks like being a virtual personal assistant, as well as a podcast editor and video editor for others. And these are skills that I mastered just through doing my own business work and by editing my own YouTube videos, because nobody was telling me to do that. I was just teaching myself that trade, and now I'm doing that trade as a freelance job. So I would recommend checking platforms like Upwork, or if there are different influencers that you follow online, oftentimes they'll post like, hey, I need help with this, and it's usually the little things that they don't want to do themselves. And that's honestly how I found all of my jobs currently, is just applying to a job posted on an influencer's Instagram story. If you want to hear that whole story about how I got my jobs, check the video here. But yeah, don't discredit influencers, because sometimes they'll employ you. And that's an easy way to make money while on the road, because if they're an influencer online, all of the work is guaranteed to be online. Another thing you can do is start working in the hospitality industry, wherever that may be. Maybe that's serving or bartending or working at hotels, or you name it. If you start working in the hospitality industry, even if it's in your hometown, then you can look for those hospitality jobs in other places and find a place that you really want to live, and that would be a good way to like stay a little bit more permanently. Like, I'm here for 8 months-ish, so for me that's a long time. But yeah, if you start to gain experience in the hospitality industry, and then you can transfer that over to a job abroad. Some other options for jobs abroad could be working as a tour guide in a place that you find really fascinating and want to talk about. I find that the tour guides who are super interested in the place are always the best. So you could do that. There's also people that I've met who work as crew on different boats, and that's really cool if you're not like afraid of the ocean or anything, because then you're working on a boat. Like, you get to come into all these different docks, and you're not just going to one country, you might possibly be going to multiple, and you get to learn a whole new way of life, basically, because you're not on land. Actually, I met someone when I was in Panama that was about to cross through the Panama Canal on their way on some tiny boat that they were working on to some Pacific island. It was a long journey. I just remember hearing her talk about it. I'm like, really? You're not gonna see land for like over a month? What? But yeah, if you're brave, that's a really cool way to travel the world. And the last one that I personally will never do in my lifetime, but it's being a nanny. And you can find different nannying positions on Workaway. There's also like au pair something.com, Google it. But you know, by working as a nanny, you're guaranteed a job for like 3 to 5 years probably until the kids go to school, maybe more, and then you can move on to the next. So it's a little bit long term, but not really. I've met a ton of people who say that they've done this, but like I said, I will never do this. The closest that I will ever get is to house sitting pets through trusted house sitters. I loved doing that this summer in the US. You don't necessarily make a ton of money doing that, but you get a free place to live. And like, that saves you $1,000 a month right there. So if you're interested, there is a link that'll save you 25% if you want to sign up for Trusted House Sitters in the description. And if you can think of any more great ideas of ways to work and live abroad, please leave them down in the comments. Let everybody gain in on the knowledge, because I'm sure that there's tons of things that I missed in this video. These are just all the things that I've come across in my journey and meeting people while traveling and what they do. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, show me with your thumbs, and if you haven't already, subscribe down below, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye guys!